Welcome to our channel. Today we are going to study a topic in biology known as variation. We are going to study this topic with questions and answers for a better understanding. The first question we have here says, the differences that exist in a population is called dash. A. Variation. B. Adaptation. C. All of the above. D. None of the above. In this question, the correct answer is A. Variation. So variation is the differences that exist in a population. A population is the total number of organisms of the same species living in a given environment. So despite the similarities among organisms of the same population, we still have differences that exist in these organisms. So these differences observed in a population is best described as variation. The next question says, the differences in the physical appearance of a population is best described as dash. A. Morphological variation. B. Physiological variation. C. All of the above. D. None of the above. In this question, the correct answer is A. Morphological variation. So morphological variation is the differences in the physical appearance of organisms. It's the differences in the physical appearance of a population. The next question says, the following are morphological variations in human beings except dash. A. Height. B. Body shape. C. Skin color. D. Tongue rolling ability. In this question, the correct answer is D. Tongue rolling ability. We have said that morphological variation deals with the physical or the differences in the physical appearance of a population. When we look at human beings as an example, height is a morphological variation. Body shape is a morphological variation. Skin color is a morphological variation. But this option D, known as tongue rolling ability, is not a morphological variation. The next question says, the differences in behaviors or ways in which organisms of the same species react to changes of conditions in the environment is called dash. A. Morphological variation. B. Physiological variation. C. All of the above. D. None of the above. In this question, the correct answer is B. Physiological variations. So physiological variation is the differences in the way organisms behave or react to changes in the environment. The next question says, which of the following is a discontinuous variation? A. Blood group. B. Height. C. Skin color. D. Body shape. In this question, the correct answer is A. Blood group. So there is what we call a discontinuous variation. A discontinuous variation is a variation that does not change gradually as organisms change or as organisms keep on growing. So height is not a discontinuous variation. Skin color is not a discontinuous variation. Body shape is not a discontinuous variation. But this blood group is a discontinuous variation because human blood group does not change. Once somebody has blood group A or B or AB or O, there is no point in life or there is no stage in life that the person will reach and that person that has blood group A, the blood group will change to any other blood group. So because of the fact that this blood group does not change irrespective of the stage of or the age of that person, we call this type of variation a discontinuous variation. So any variation that does not change as the organism grow or changes in age and other things is what we call discontinuous variation. But the other options are not parts of discontinuous, or they are not discontinuous variation. The next question says, the two major factors that cause variation in a population are environment and dash. A. Adaptation. B. Genes. C. Osmosis. D. None of the above. In this question, the correct answer is B. Genes. Studies have shown that there are two major factors that cause variation in human population and also in the population of plants. These two major factors that cause variation in a population are environment and genes. Environment can bring differences in a population. For instance, an individual may change behavior. Maybe if someone leaves the village and go to city, the person can change his or her behavior in that city. So the city environment can affect the behavior of that individual, or can even affect the physical appearance of that individual, so thereby causing variation. This second factor, known as genes, can also bring differences in a population. Genes control traits or characters that move from generation to generation. In one of our videos, we have already treated genetics. So when you go to that video where we have treated genetics, you learn many things concerning how genes control traits and also variations in organisms. So the two main factors that cause variation, as we have said already, are environment and genes. The next question says, the impressions of the ridges on the ends of our fingers and thumbs are called dash. A. Fingerprints. B. Dermis. C. Epidermis. D. None of the above. In this question, the correct answer is A. Fingerprints. So fingerprints are impressions of the ridges on the ends of our fingers and thumbs. The next question says, the following are types of fingerprint except dash. A. Compound. B. Loop. C. Hole. D. Elements. In this question, the correct answer is D. Element. So this option D is not among the types of fingerprints we have, but compound, loop, hole, etc. Different types of fingerprints in human beings. The next question says, mutation can cause variation in a population. A. True. B. False. C. All of the above. D. None of the above. In this question, the correct answer is A. True. So, mutation is the sudden change in the genetic makeup of an organism. So when mutation occurs in a population, it can introduce some traits that are different from the traits found in that organism naturally. So mutation is one of the driving factors, is one of the factors that can cause variation in a population, both in human population and also in plants population. The next question says, in medicine, the knowledge of variation is applied in dash. A. Determination of a child's paternity. B. Determination of soil texture. C. All of the above. D. None of the above. In this question, the correct answer is A. determination of a child's paternity. This topic known as variation is very important in such a way that the knowledge is highly useful in the field of medicine, and medical scientists apply this knowledge of variation in determining the paternity of a child. We live in a modern society whereby the paternity of a child can even be determined before the child is born. So scientists have a lot of things called DNA tests and analysis, and through these DNA tests and analysis, the paternity of a baby or a child can even be traced or can even be discovered even before delivery. So the knowledge of variation is highly applied in the field of medicine. The next question says, the knowledge of variation is applied in agriculture for developing hybrid plants and animals. A. True. B. False. C. All of the above. D. None of the above. In this question, the correct answer is A. True. So, studies have shown that the knowledge of variation is highly useful in the field of agriculture for developing what we call hybrid plants and animals. Hybrid plants are those plants that have the traits of both parents. So they are plants that inherited the traits of the male parent and the female parent. The same thing is applicable to hybrid animal. A hybrid animal is that animal that inherited both some traits from the male parent and some traits from the female parent. So these organisms do better than their parents because they have a lot of interesting genes in them that control a lot of interesting traits in them. For you to know more about hybrid plants, you can go to one of our videos where we have treated genetics for you to study a lot of things concerning genetic transmission of traits in organisms. So if today is the first time you are watching our video, if this is the first time you are joining this channel, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel so that you can watch other videos where we have treated other topics in biology.